27th April 2022. Morning Murli, Shanti, BapDada, Madhuban. Sweet children, follow Srimad, reform your behavior, and burn your sins away. In order to become a bead of the rosary, remember no one but the one Father. Question: which children does the Father automatically protect? Answer: those who are very clean and honest and are constantly true to the Father are automatically protected. Those who have falsehood in them cannot be protected. Maya continues to pull them a great deal. Punishment also becomes fixed for them. Question: why do some children hide their illness from the spiritual surgeon? Answer: because they are afraid of losing their honor. They know they have been deceived by Maya and their eyes have become criminal. So they hide this from the Father. Baba says, children, the more you hide something, the lower you will continue to fall. Maya will eat you and you will then stop studying. This is why you have to remain very cautious. Don't follow the dictates of your own minds or devilish dictates. Shanti. The spiritual father explains to you spiritual children. Your children have developed the faith that only the spiritual father teaches you souls. Thus is why it is sung, souls remain separated from the Supreme Soul for a long time. In the incorporeal world, all souls stay together. They don't stay separately. Souls then separate. They come from there to play their own parts. From being Satapradhan, they come down and became Tamapradhan. People call out, "Oh, purifier, come and purify us." The Father explains to you children that he comes every 5,000 years. This world cycle is 5,000 years. The incorporeal Father also definitely has to speak to you through a body. He doesn't give inspiration from up above, just as your souls adopt bodies and speak. So the Father too says, I speak to you through this body. I give directions to your children to the extent that someone follows his directions, so he benefits himself. The Father explains that it is then up to you whether you follow Srimad or not, and whether you listen to the teacher or not. You benefit yourselves or incur a loss for yourselves. If you don't listen to him, you will fail. Shivbaba explains very clearly, your children learn from Shivbaba and you then have to teach others. Son shows father. This is not a question of a physical father. This refers to the spiritual father. Your children understand that you claim your inheritance to the extent that you follow Srimad. The Father says, remember me, and your sins of many births will be cut away. In the kingdom of Ravan, although sinful souls bow their heads to the charitable souls, means idols, they don't know that those charitable souls then become sinful souls. They think they are always charitable souls. The Father explains, while taking rebirth, they change from charitable souls to sinful souls. They take 84 births and therefore, from being Satapradhan, they became Tamapradhan. They became sinful souls and so they remembered the Father. When they are charitable souls, there is no need to remember the Father. The Father doesn't sit and explain all of these things to everyone. Your children do service at this time. Human beings have become devils, and because of this, it doesn't sit in their intellects that God is not omnipresent. Everything depends on this. Krishna is a bodily being. He is called a deity. The Father of souls is the incorporeal Father. He has to be remembered. Although you speak of the Father of people, he is a corporeal being. All of these things are explained to you very clearly. But some children don't understand them. They take the wrong path and end up in the forest. Baba shows you the path to the city, that is to go to heaven. But because of not understanding, some end up in the forest. When they go into the forest, they become thrones. Even while staying here, they don't follow the path properly. They remain in between. Then they come at the end there too. You have come here to go to heaven. In fact, the Silver Age cannot be called heaven because it has decreased by 25%. You are now at the confluence age. The Father says renounce the old world and remember the new world. He doesn't say forget the old world and remember the Silver Age. The Silver Age can hardly be called the new world. Because of not following the path properly, they continue to fluctuate. According to the drama, those who fully pass the exam in the previous cycle will do so again. Those who go into the Silver Age will have failed. Those who are to become residents of heaven will pass fully, for a cycle after a cycle and birth after birth. You will pass the same exam at the confluence age as you are doing now. Those who are not going to become flowers will not become flowers no matter how hard one pulls them. And Ak is also a flower, thorns would still prick you. Everything depends on how you study. Maya makes even good children into thrones. They become traitors. Those who leave their homeland and go to the other side are called traitors. The Father has come to liberate you from Maya. Children say, Baba, Maya is very powerful. She pulls us to her. Maya is no less a magnet. Nowadays, look how much superficial beauty has increased, and this is why people have become so fashionable. Look at what they show in films. Earlier, there were no films. Everything has been invented in the last 100 years. The secrets of the drama have to be understood. It is as though heaven has been created in 100 years. There, even science will give a lot of happiness. There, they have no arrogance of science. Science gives so much happiness. However, destruction of the old world has to take place so that that happiness can become permanent. Look how the Father makes so much effort to make your children elevated. But some children don't believe at all that Baba is teaching us. Even good children are caught in the claws of Maya. Maya then completely controls them. However, once those who have even heard this knowledge, they will definitely go to heaven, but won't claim a high status. You all say that you will become Narayan. Therefore, you also have to make that much effort. However, everything is a game in the drama. Some climb, others fall. You continue to fluctuate. Everything depends on the pilgrimage of remembrance. The Father gives us limitless treasures. There is no question of them suffering for their karma there. Those who accumulate here at this time will claim the full inheritance. You mustn't think that because you climb, you will also fall. You have fallen very low, and so you can now only go up. According to the drama, you continue to make effort. Look how both of them are worshipped so much. Shiv is worshipped the most. But then they say he is in the pebbles and stones. There is so much arrogance. Your children now know you were that and you are becoming so once again. Although they worship Shiv and offer him sacrifices, no one knows how Shiv, the Father, the ocean of knowledge, comes and teaches us. You now have to study, make effort, and claim a high status. Maya also doesn't leave anyone alone. She catches hold of them completely. Baba says, children, write your chart honestly. Some children don't tell the truth, and so they accumulate punishment. Then, at the time of punishment, they cry out in distress, forgive me. I will not do the same thing again. When a small child does something wrong, his father scolds him, and so he cries in distress. Thus is the unlimited Father. Such a great Father does everything with such humanity. He is so gentle, just as little children are so soft and gentle. When something happens to them, you say, okay, it doesn't matter. This is because they are following the path of the drama. It's okay. It was destined. He then explains, make sure it doesn't happen again in the future. There is Srimad and there are devilish directions. This Brahma is the alaukic father. There is then also the unlimited father. Some may not listen to their limited fathers, but the unlimited father has made this one, once Brahma, an instrument, and so you should listen to him. This is why this Baba says, Maya, it's no less. She makes you do wrong things. You should understand that these are God's directions. The Father says, if you receive a wrong direction from this one, I will still put it right. Baba has chosen an experienced child. He has taken so many insults. You should remain very clean and honest with Baba. The more honest and clean you are with Baba, the more you will be protected. Those whose behavior is false cannot be protected. Punishment becomes fixed for them. Maya catches each of them by his nose. Children know when Maya has eaten them, for this is why they stop studying. Baba says, no matter what happens, never stop studying. Whatever each one does, he will receive accordingly. One will receive the reward in the future because this world is now going to change. No one apart from you knows this. Among you two, many children forget. If you stay in remembrance, you also remain happy. However, Maya makes you completely forget. This war with Maya will continue till the end. Even good children know when they have done something wrong, and they don't tell Baba because they are afraid of losing their honor. They then continue to choke. Yes, if you are a couple and one of you has told the truth, then the other one would feel that he or she should also tell. If they don't have a high status in their fortune, they hide it from the surgeon. The more you hide, the lower you will continue to fall. The eyes of some are such that they don't stop being criminal. Some children are very good and they never remember anyone else, just as a faithful wife's vision never goes to any other man. The father explains, if you want to become a bead of the rosary, your stage has to be like that. It is not a small thing to become a master of the world. The unlimited Father is teaching you, and so what more do you want? Baba tells you practically that so and so has this speciality and that so and so has that speciality. This is why he gives you number wise love and remembrance. While sitting here, Baba's vision is on the serviceable children. On the path of ignorance, too, there is love for obedient children. Baba knows which of his children are doing good service. You are Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris, grandchildren of shivbaba, and so you should definitely receive your inheritance from your grandfather. Brahma doesn't have the inheritance. The Father himself says, I am the unlimited Father of your souls. I gave you the unlimited inheritance. Therefore, now follow my Srimad. I have come to make you children bodiless, the same as I am, and to take you back. Your lights are now being ignited with knowledge and yoga. If you don't follow knowledge and yoga very well, there have to be punishment from Dharamraj. This is why you must first have your sins burnt away. Although some human beings think that they are in heaven at this time, it is temporary happiness. The unlimited Father doesn't give them the inheritance. The Father says, I am the Lord of the poor. I make wealthy those who are absolutely poor. impure, and have stone intellects. Although someone still impure might come to you, he would attain a low status. He would not be able to become part of the rosary factory. Here you make a bargain with the unlimited Father. Baba, all of this is going to turn to dust. This is why I surrender myself to you. Take all of this and make me into the master of heaven. The Father says, I am the bestower. There is no expense in establishing a kingdom and becoming a master of the world. There, they spend so much in battling. What expenses do you have here? Here, you don't have any expenses because you don't have any weapons, etc. Through the power of yoga, you become the masters of the world. Those people fight so much with physical power and yet they cannot become the masters of the world. That isn't in their parts in the drama. Only the unlimited Father teaches you true Raj Yoga. You know that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, established heaven through Raj Yoga. You are now studying at the conference age and you will receive a status, number wise, according to how much you study. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, imbibe the virtue of humanity, the same as the Father. Don't prick anyone. Become a flower and spread fragrance. Second point, imbibe the virtue of honesty and don't hide anything from the surgeon. Never stop studying. Under any circumstances, become obedient. Blessing. May you use the blessings you receive from the Father at the appropriate time and by making them fruitful, become an image that is blessed. Explanation. Use all the blessings you receive from BapDada at the appropriate time and those blessings will stay with you for all time. In order to make the seed of blessings fruitful, you repeatedly give it the water of remembrance and the sunshine of your stabilizing in the form of blessing. Each blessing will bring many blessings with it, and as a result, you will become an image that is blessed. The more you use your blessings at the appropriate time, the more elevated the blessings will be seen to be. Slogan. When you pay natural attention, tension will automatically finish. Om Shanti